Dear GAC Empow, you have a funny name, but I like it. I think it's part of your appeal. Last year's Manila International Auto Show. That's where we first met. You were in a matte green outfit which made you stand out. And then I saw you again earlier this year at an event wearing a more conservative, business-like gray color. You were quite a looker on both occasions. Your standout features? I'd say your cat-like eyes and your wide and persistent smile. Also, your athletic proportions. You looked muscular, yet sleek and graceful. It looked like you could go fast. They said you could go 0 to 100 kph in 6.9 seconds. That's pretty impressive. First impressions, I thought you looked gorgeous, but you also seemed expensive and high maintenance. But then I got to read more about you and I realized that you were actually very down to earth and very approachable. The more that I read about you, the more that I wanted to spend more time with you. Now, luckily, a friend from GAC Pasig introduced us, and I finally got to spend some one-on-one time with you. And look, I did a little walk around. But I decided that I'm gonna save that for part 2, where I'm actually gonna talk about you in extensive detail. But I did mention that I loved your long and low hoodline, your fastback-like roofline, and that behind. I mean this in the most respectful way possible. You do have a nice one. Also, you have a practical side to you which may not be immediately obvious. I realized that you're not just beautiful on the outside, you are just as beautiful on the inside. I felt comfortable, even though we just met. I felt like I was sitting in a lazy boy watching a movie while eating popcorn. That's how comfortable I was. And you must have a good skincare routine because your skin feels like the finest leather. Wait, that didn't sound like a compliment.
Get a wireless phone charger.
I was also quite surprised that you were up to date on the latest tech.
Top of the line model gets a 360 camera, by the way. Oh, so this comes with adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist. That is surprising for a mid-spec model.
It seemed like the usually packed streets of Ortigas opened up just for us. I was almost tempted to test your famed 0 to 100 time. But I decided that I'd save that for a later date. And we just went on a leisurely stroll. Everything just felt so natural, as if I was on autopilot and I didn't have to think of what I had to do or say.
Okay, so we have adaptive cruise turned on. It is detecting that motorcycle in front of me, and it's automatically slowing down without me stepping on the brakes.
You were very refined, but also quite bubbly and fun when the situation called for it. You had different modes. You could be sporty, or you could be relaxed and comfortable.
Okay, you have 4 different drive modes. You have Eco, Comfort, Sport, and you also have Sport Plus, which is currently locked.
Oh, you have an unlockable feature. Now, I don't know what the requirements are for unlocking it, but I sure do love a challenge. Anyway, I had fun exploring Ortigas with you. We went around the block a couple of times. We didn't really have a destination, we just walked around. It was more about the journey. Now, I definitely had fun, but it was way too short. So I asked you, would you like to spend a week with me? And luckily, you said yes. Now we're gonna talk about that 1 week long date on a future video. I'm gonna talk about the good as well as the bad. It's gonna be a full, in-depth date review. I bet you haven't seen one of those before. Anyway, do watch out for it. Jaywalk around.